100 Thieves. We'll start off there.
Later. I don't want to talk. I don't know why. I should have just put. I don't want to talk about these people.
Straight up, I literally don't know what's wrong with this team.
I don't either. Nobody can know. The question I put in notes is biggest disappointment in LCS history. Dear God, the biggest disappointment I think I've ever had. I don't think
they are 100. I went back. Deadass. I had a lot of free time on my hands today.
Oh, wait, Mr. I can't eat dinner.
I was in between classes. Can't eat dinner in between classes at like noon, idiot. That's eating lunch.
Keep going.
You're a coward.
What is your take on 100 Thieves?
Well, I literally like went through and found like every iteration of every roster that's been in the LCS. And what?
Nothing. I'm just the fact that you bothered is just keep going.
Well, because I was like, well, there have been bad teams.
But how many have been this disappointing?
That's what I'm saying. None. Because there were bad teams, right? Like
there's Velocity, there's Coast, there's Team 8.
Yeah, there were some not very good teams. And all of them, though, were anticipated to be mediocre to bad. 100 Thieves were favorites to maybe win the whole thing.
They were on almost everyone's tier list of second to fourth place.
They were on ours.
Yeah, I put them at fourth place on mine. I don't think we ever put that out, but I put them on.
We didn't, but we both had them in playoffs, I mean.
Yeah, we both had them in playoffs, 100%. I don't think a team has ever gone from a playoff team to last place that wasn't a fifth or sixth place team that everyone's like, they might be able to do it. We think they can do it with this roster. But things change.
Yeah,
some teams come up. Some teams fall down. They might not make it. But they don't plummet to last place.
It's Afromu Bang. That sounded godlike. I was so excited.
And then Afromu stopped showing up at day one, and it's just like, where are we? What's going on? Who is this team, and why are they here?
I don't know, dude. This was a travesty as far as I'm concerned.
Like, who puts this team in the LCS and thinks we don't need to change anything for 8 weeks? 8 weeks they ran the same goddamn roster.
8 weeks of grieving.
And they only changed it when they were 100% guaranteed to be eliminated from playoffs. Are you kidding me? I get it. You paid a lot of money for this roster. But guess what? Change some shit or you're going to be last place. And I hope you learned something. Oh, because you didn't learn anything last year when you fucking screwed over Cody Sun Medias. Yeah, screwed over Cody Sun Medias.
Look, dude. I know that they paid money. I get it. It happens in sports all the time. Sometimes you just gotta accept the fact that you wasted some money on a contract and you sub someone the fuck out because you're just gonna keep losing.
It's a sunk cost fallacy. They've sunk millions of dollars into these players, and they don't know
it's still wrong.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have at least 2 or 3 $1 million contracts on this team. Because you had to pay Bang a pretty penny to get him to come here. And Afromu is not cheap. And Sunday's not cheap. But who the hell keeps running Onda and Huhi? Jesus. I don't think they had better options. I don't think they had better options.
Let me say something.
Why are these your picks? You had all of offseason to make these moves, and you ended up with Huhi.
Let me say something. Throw back to my real opinion at the start of when they got Huhi. My real opinion, I don't know if we ever talked about it on stream.
I don't know.
I thought Huhi was a for sure downgrade. I was like, this is gonna fucking sink.
I don't think it's a downgrade from Ryu. I just don't think he's good enough.
That's what I mean. Like, I didn't think Huhi was going to push them, and I thought if anything, Huhi was gonna hurt them. Did not anticipate them hurting them this much.
I don't even think Huhi was the core of the issue. He had problems.
I don't know what is, dude. What?
He had problems, but like he wasn't the answer, but he also like didn't seem to be the reason they were losing. Not that he didn't lose them games on his own. He lost them a few games on his own, but like he didn't seem like the chronic condition that was losing them games. It felt like Afromu was the chronic condition, that he was the one who was underperforming consistently, who felt lost in his team, and nobody did anything because he's Afromu and he's probably the best player on that team historically.
What are they going to put in Stunt?
Stunt's actually got a history in the league. I think he's been in the LCS for a little while before. So he might have been viable, but he
hasn't been very good though.
He hasn't been terrible. I don't know how Afromu responds to getting benched like that. Like, I don't know if he's like, okay, off season I'm looking for a new team. Like, I don't know if he does that.
Me either, because I don't think he's ever been benched.
He's the one who posited the CLG. It is either Doublelift or me.
That's not benching though.
Right, but he has that persona where he's got to be in charge and he's the one making the demands. Otherwise, he's not going to cooperate with you, and he's not going to like figure shit out with you.
I guess I don't see that as the same kind of issue though. That's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to admit is neither of us know how to fix this team.
I
So
don't think
GG.
anyone knows how to fix this
GG
team.
next Clutch Gaming it is.
I feel like just drop all 5 of them and buy a new roster. I don't care. If you
For Clutch
finish
Gaming?
last, yeah, because if you finish last place, at least do it with some noobs.
Oh, for 100 Thieves.
Don't do it with 4 veteran players in this league and on
A world champion.
a world champion, two LCK champions. Like, what the hell? And like a 2-time NALCS champion sitting in last place. That's disgraceful. I'm on fire today. Yeah. I love the fire. Straight flame for all these teams. That'll do it for week 9 and our playoff preview here on the Legendary League of Legends podcast. Be sure to catch us every week on Wednesday nights at twitch.tv 7 Eastern at twitch.tv/NizzyTV2K11. Hope to see you there. You can catch the VODs on my YouTube channel and some of the highlights.